up a little bit.
He does some weird stuff,
back
man.
on the first map.
I've heard his cast before. It's funny.
Well, let's get into
Okay,
it.
triple
See
share.
what KRX can deliver on the attack of a map, which
See if they can
a little bit
get a bit of confidence boost going with a good start here.
Time, certainly, to work towards something on this map,
too
and
many
that's already
numbers
not a
there,
bad
surely.
start.
Damn, they win that.
I speak.
The 2v4 essentially top mid, they win that.
Hyunmin's had some success in being able to cross forward though. His position noted now off the back of that flash.
Back towards market.
Oh, a little peek through the cage though. A mistake
why?
there for
They
Siesta
have numbers.
as Hyunmin's waiting. And now we're back into 3-on-3 all of a sudden with the B side being taken.
That's such a
Stroke
bold
out.
play.
First port of call, really, you'd think here would have to be trying to get rid of Hyunmin, but it seems like ONSIDE are going to completely ignore that and
Feels
try to
weird
push their
for
way
Young
forward, which is going
to...
to
Okay,
really bring this into,
that's good.
I think, Hyunmin's hands as to what he decides he wants to do. That may be the dictating force in this round. Young goes down
man,
early on in the
plays
piece,
that
and
whole
now Hyunmin
situation
really
so
is going to
weird.
have to look to activate. Mako
That's the kill that
does
matters,
well
because now he
to
can delay for Hyunmin.
dislodge Wolverine and actually slows things down as well with that paranoia and dark cover. And it's going to allow Hyunmin the time to start to work his way forward. They're going to be able to back up together. Mako's in
he's missed everything. He's missed everything, and at the same time, he's turned around for Mako and seen the extra. There's no way that happened.
KRX.
There's no way it went down like that.
Mako could have waited. They could have swung together.
Okay. Yeah.
Alone and gave the game away.
By every
One
meaning
hell of a
the word,
whiff,
Jordan.
man.
Oh, that was truly.
I mean, his positioning and everything was
Started
awesome,
things
but...
off, you know, also not the greatest. Like, just weird aim tools all towards the middle, and
Oof.
you just see
Dude,
the
the body
sheriff
shot into
popping
headshot
off,
there was
but
lovely.
Hyunmin does so well. You had the flash.
Why did he swing there? He can even just stay crouched behind that box and not get scanned. He swings out into the scan at the same time as well.
Trying to set up that high-low around for main. Oh,
He's
no.
at an he's at an off angle where they have the W key. Like, guy, just stay tucked.
Cover going out.
Not quite sure, like what.
They get a hero guardian.
Is meant to
Mako after that says, "Do you know what, mate? I ain't gonna hit anything this half. Here's a guardian. Get some armor."
No duels to be found as of yet. Sort of seen this kind of buy from KRX earlier on in the season when they were running that triple duelist.
I don't know about here.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to make it work on occasion, but it didn't feel like a massive win con for them necessarily. Siesta, he's spinning
at least
around
they're all
doing what
doing
he
it.
can, but really nothing too outrageous happening in this round.
Nothing too outrageous. The 10-person duel at middle.
ONSIDE get through it, 2-0. It's going to be the lead, it's going to be the start. With that investment of the Guardian through from KRX, it doesn't result in a whole lot.
No, and now ONSIDE gets to potentially have a bonus. I mean, like, I needed to see some, you know, concrete evidence of a plan, but just peeking down towards middle sets yourself up for, you know, this kind of a crunch where ONSIDE Siesta just looking for the spray transfers. It's tough, and now you find yourself with a weaker economy. Who knows, but it certainly is.
Fake pressure over towards A, but it got a scan off, so he feels great here. If they actually hit that scan, then maybe this would have pulled some kind of rotate.
Well outside of A and B.
A Mystery Light, thanks so much for the 2 years, mate. Thank you for doing that. Thank you.
Play as well. You do kind of need to slow things down a bit. Perhaps wait for the gate crash to expire. Nothing invested for the time being, though, on both sides, just because of maybe how the economy has gone a little as well. So, just shutting down the drone. Back into B. See if they can fish for anything.
Well, they pick the weak side. I've never seen a team want to fight middle as much as this, really.
Drone dealt with. Cage goes up here as well. KRX, they're not going to be too worried about it. They'll try to push their way through anyway.
Dude, it's a weird,
keeping them safe for now and freeing
leak out smoke.
that opening entry. We'll start to
30 seconds left.
provide a little bit of space on the site for the plan. Another for freeing and now one for Bane as well. ONSIDE had the pieces where they needed them, but freeing has just picked them apart
really
one by
weird.
one.
I've not really seen this smoke. I think it's cool.
ONSIDE has not
But the
gone
problem
way
is
they would have
they
wanted
did
to.
it with the Omen flash. So like, if they try to capitalize off of that armor flash,
there's really nothing.
They got to go into like way more committed angles. Whereas if you kind of use that normal smoke against them, you have like outs.
Get a start into the map at least.
I don't know if they smoke fast and then normal flash.
Namely in this round. I mean, two things that come to mind for me, Jordan, is just also the fact that like both teams are kind of running into this matchup on this map a little bit blind. You know, you can kind of have ideas from your own practices and other
this one, yeah, they wanted to fight front
side,
but I feel like their smoke wrecked them.
Having the setups,
that was the ONG smoke? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if this was the normal smoke, they smoked in front of it and it wrecked them. So they couldn't hit off of the
ONSIDE though, we'll be able to buy back up, so let's have a listen in to see if they can hold on to their lead.
캠 안 보였어. 시간 쓰나 보다 근데. 나 비 계속 없어. TP 태우는 거 같아. 시원아 탐이랑 봐줄래 이거? 그냥 앞에 볼게. 캠 확인해. 3m 연막 갖고 하나? 나 바로 박을게 그냥 바로 박을게 연막. 하나. 미드 어디 할게 3m. 야 미드 안 보여. 사이드 조심하지. 스모그만 나 이제. A 오는 사운드 얘들아 하나. 시원아 땡겨. A 하나 A 드로닝 A 드로닝. 네 한번. 하고 사이드 박자 근데. 해보 들은 거 같아.
Just being tested by a bit of pressure now. They're noting it. They got the Bucky in hand too, and it's another corner that kind of goes unchecked for the opposing side this time.
Oh, Bane not going to be fooled by the clone.
Bro, he played that so risky.
Still unable to really dislodge Hermes there. Ray as well, chiming in onto Yong, who was just sort of misking about.
Here we go again. You should know, Freeing.
Know that there's someone around somewhere, and eventually Freeing will clear that out. It does kind of open the A side up.
3v5 at its peak. I get why he wants to play close because obviously he still has a Bucky.
Siesta could potentially have had on the entry there. There's a dark cover now as well. Plan's gone down.
It makes you wonder about the possibility of a 3v4 post-plant hold, though.
I don't think that's right from Mecca.
That's what I'm talking about, is those two quick picks
no one's
come
around
through
to
for
see
KRX.
this smoke, so they don't realize that they're free to fight back a site.
Now,
I mean, at least they swung off this one. That was cool. If anyone goes here and sees this smoke, these guys aren't swinging.
We have to try to establish something here. Wolverine's going to walk through his own cage
right into the crosshair of Freeing. The 3v5 is devastating.
He's having a great map so far. Just Ray alive now, and really not much of a chance in this round. Shock Dart will tag him up. There's a good kill onto Marco, but you've still got to get past Bane.
Oh, man, not too bad though, not too bad. They did a little bit of damage here. Did they try force into this, or they just have them to accept it? They got 2-4.
2-2 the score. It's an expensive one for
2-4, one
KRX,
save
but
gun.
a round is a round.
Cian, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 7 months. Yeah, it's a devastating 3v5. Like realistically, with the Bucky, he should probably be playing not here, but I get that he wants to play here. He's playing like for his gun, but he's not playing for his numbers. And then these guys go so heavy and they don't get to see the smoke on short, so they don't realize they can fight heavy backside.
See like the hesitance in some of the
mate, this Ray guy's really good, man.
ONSIDE would have loved to do as well.
Everyone was talking about this guy.
One of the things about
I feel like this guy is the one.
Stage, you know, KRX have been doing this so long. ONSIDE, like they start to lose maps, duels, they start to slow down a little bit too, but Ray's starting to heat up. Oh, the trade right back.
And he has a hero gun. He's allowed to fight that.
Rifle gone.
That's probably a worthwhile 1-for-1 as far as KRX are concerned.
Biani, thanks so much for the Prime. Appreciate it. 17 months.
Weapon out of the hands of ONSIDE.
Yeah, can they break that door and get the gun?
Middle for KRX too.
Oh, he got the gun anyway. Nice. The door actually closed and the gun went through, right?
That's the gun.
Okay, retrieved, and KRX thinking to push back over on the B side. They just don't have that much information about players outside of A. The trip, of course, will provide them what they need. So it all comes down to like how well Wolverine might, and that's a big might, be able to hold all the way from the back of Boba.
Yeah, with only 13 HP, I don't really have a whole lot of hope, but again, I think maybe Cloudy could have a potential impact in this round with that Hunter's Fury if things go well. Trip will be cleared by the Shock Dart.
What is that bounce off of those?
It's not going to help the cause necessarily for ONSIDE on this defense. Cloudy's picked up immediately, so we won't get that ulti coming out from him, and it really is just on Wolverine, who, like I said, not much of a chance for him. So now, an attempted recovery going poorly. Hermes alone. Just going to chance his hand here with the Sheriff. end up swapping back out for the Vandal, and his position noted by KRX. They're happy to give him some space. They know that he's not going to be able to win this round, so...
Yeah, very nice, man. Very nice from KRX.
KRX, once again.
It's a good recovery.
You know, quietly putting together a
They would love the Yoru to get the extra kill here. Like, KIWOOM should just be hunting. Mako, mate.
That'll be that. So I think we all knew which way that one was going. 3-2.
Mako, mate.
KRX, like I said, you know,
let KIWOOM take it, then you're one away, then you got a Yoru. You would then have a Yoru Sova ult for the big buy round.
Sure. I'm definitely not holding my breath towards the end of that round, at least. Oh boy.
Instead, he's hunting with ult.
The Outlaw, or I mean, Siesta, but just all these like little whiffs. Scoreline's still close, but you know, ONSIDE needs to get going now. Haven's still a pretty good chance for them, but you know, you lose.
So last time they faked this A default, kind of looks like they want to actually send it
against either RRQ or Sharper, and those teams have been looking pretty damn good as well. So really,
yeah,
to make this
think how nice this would have been if this would have been your actual ult, mate.
It's Hermes all the way.
Think how easy this round would have been right now.
Close range, though.
This guy's a lunatic.
Oh
my god, he gets away with it.
So that's a decent start for ONSIDE. Cloudy is hiding inside.
They get over towards site with an Omen flash. It's pretty big.
Remember that KRX looked pretty dangerous in these post plants. Just need to get that plant down.
One guy tucks in back of sight. This guy should... This is weird round. Yeah, that's good. He TP's away while he's been revealed as well. They're really trying to bait in the fact that he's not back of sight here. But to do that, I think they gotta actually like leave and do other stuff. I don't know. It's a weird round, man. The spike's inserted back of sight.
With the Hunter's Fury to try to hold as best as possible, but here comes ONSIDE.
Oh, dimensional drift coming through. Hermes is looking for it. Yeah,
no way, he ran into it.
Plant there as Marco, he's isolated out on the site alone. Now the re-aggression coming through from Yong. He knows he has to make a play. He does get across. He does find that kill, and he will find that plant as well. But you still need more to go right here for KRX, and there's just not enough of it going in their favor. Yong standing and delivering at the back of the side, trying his best to isolate these duels, and he might just do it.
My god!
Bullets now with the classic. He needs just
there's no way. There's no way back aside they melted like that.
What was that?
How? It's a 1v3.
Motivational musical.
It's a 1v3.
He's been off the roster.
Dude, they lost 3v5. They lost 1v3. Dude, they're so nervous. How are they letting this guy get away with this?
Just played peekaboo around the back of this spot.
They got an eco after this.
Yeah, I have to see this from his POV, surely. I mean, it's one of the most awkward spots to be in, but
no one else going in with it.
He knew where both of his opponents were, and he was just able
no,
to
I complimented Ray, and he's
melting.
melting.
And yeah, I mean, almost got done by having to whip out the sidearm, but
man, I can't believe this round.
And that's a huge clutch for KRX. Puts them up 4-2, and it also kind of breaks the money again here for ONSIDE. They're back down to another hero rifle round, so yeah, this could start to get awkward really quickly for ONSIDE if KRX build this momentum.
Yeah, they really just might be able to do it right here. Economy broken for ONSIDE. And again, like you can see some of the reservations in how some of the ONSIDE players are looking to take duels or firefights. It's far back, whereas Young's just peeking without a care in the world. Now back over onto A site.
Yong. No success initially. Gunman going to try and pick the pace up here alongside Freeing, who chooses the incorrect direction to go in.
This is the hero gun.
Through is enough to dislodge Ray, and Yong was getting a bit of work done in middle, though will eventually get brought down again. It is the A side that's going to be opened up. The help of that dimensional drift coming through from Hyunmin here. They're going to have to plan safe.
30 seconds left.
Just trying to pick up the pace against KRX.
Yeah, ONSIDE going to go ahead of the plant, and Hermes causing that issue. He's found two. And now
they completely owned them. Spacing was pretty bad for this guy. We got our solo here against the eco. So they can 1-for-1 pick up a gun.
In that round for ONSIDE.
Yeah, KRX played it like a buy round.
Lead will not blow out, as KRX would have liked it to
Not the best buy round.
Yeah, rifle that didn't even find that much impact either.
Doesn't really make sense to do like the 4-1 here kind of when you have your
cement that info in their heads that it's gonna end up towards the A site. ONSIDE just go and swing for the fences. managing to take down Young, and look at how they're just relentless with how they're swarming the entire site. There was just no chance for Bane or Mako or anyone to find any kind of a trade, and that's kind of the pace at which ONSIDE needs to operate on. So we'd love to see a lot more of that.
What's this?
Okay, back over.
Oh my god, he got so on by Yuto.
I don't know that
Lucky to be alive.
Through that cage at the moment. There's a lot on the other side of it.
Oh, they actually came out on top.
Managed to clean out one with that spam war.
And at least now you know there's nothing much else towards A, so just able to hold B with more ease of mind, considering the operator in Hermes' hand as well, so they don't really have to worry about A too much. All comes down to these three on the B site.
Okay, crash forward here. Could be a little bit interesting for Hyunmin if he would have opted to go for it there, but going to be the case. It's just going to be freeing to try and contact his way out onto the site. Wolverine watching.
So many others just fight together.
Swing! Freeing went straight into that headshot. I don't even think that Wolverine was necessarily looking for him. It's just a poor turn of events there for KRX, who should be seeing this 4-4 equalizer come up in just a second. There's been a good recovery from ONSIDE. See what Hyunmin
he should
can do
try
to make it
save.
a bit more expensive, but a very tough prospect trying to work his way out of B main here.
He's got no util as well. If they swing him.
What happened on Lotus?
Hermes up behind.
I mean, KRX just
Take the risk.
shut down A. Probably the easiest way to say it.
And
10 seconds left.
Fnatic are playing today. Yeah, big game.
or not.
Good patience from ONSIDE. Well rewarded. 4-4.
I don't care if there
So
are
just
5 of them
slowly
or
starting to
50.
tie things up, starting to find a bit more stability throughout the second map ONSIDE. I mean, for KRX in this round, it was just
They
really
can't get
not
worse.
having done enough work across
They
the
should
map.
beat Giants.
So ONSIDE were always prepared for the hit. And even with the fast lane, you know, it's a little attempt just trying to use the gate crash to
But yeah,
displace.
I don't know. Every
crosshair
time I watch
placement,
them, I
force
think
your
they've hit
opponents to
rock
think
bottom,
about
and then
back.
it just gets worse and
Still
worse
not
and
enough,
worse.
right? Fast lane out from freeing, but it, you know,
I guess the good news is that if they lose today, they can't get any worse because that has to be rock bottom because they just disband.
Shuts them down as they try to pass. So, a wise tactical timeout from Coach Termy. We'll see what that provides for KRX, because it's like the mid duels, not the greatest sometimes, and they're now more afraid and more aware of an operator at play. You know, you kind of need to see, you know, just like a full buy, maybe Bane or someone to try to flush Hermes away and then work into advanced positioning off of that.
And Mortal
Or
with
at
the
least
Prime
just
Priest
play
had
around the
36
map a
months.
little
Thank
bit
you for
more.
that.
ONSIDE definitely, you know, despite not having played this officially in like the past year or so, definitely have done quite a bit of prep, even standing tall towards a mirror matchup now.
So normally what happens is when these kind of rounds have happened and we're only fighting it over towards here and here, you end up using top middle. And it kind of looks like they want to do the Neon strat where it goes top middle and they split over towards B. But I think this trip gets this over kill.
Are they maybe considering?
And I want to say I've seen
to push
KRX do
up
this
on
before,
towards
but we'll
mid?
see.
Like it's been a position where there's always at least one from ONSIDE to kind of keep that in check.
Crazy with the tier 1. Thanks so much for the
would be
25 months.
cloudy.
Appreciate that as well. Thank you, thank
What you really want is to try to get freeing into sort of up close and personal fight.
Wait, where's the trip
How do
gone?
you
Top
do
mid.
that?
He picked it up.
Is the question here.
Picked it up and put it down.
Going to answer. You've obviously
What?
got the trade potential of Hyunmin as well with that rifle in hand.
Going on
But I
there?
think where this actually falls apart for ONSIDE is if freeing gets a fight.
Here
that
we
he
go.
wants.
Trip goes out. Should be a kill for the Sova.
For it in through middle. A wrap around into
Ooh, got away with
B-side
it.
here as
Insta
well.
hit
So
the
this is
trip, slides away.
Huge B split. Yong from downtown, by the way, with the Sheriff. I mean, that can happen as well. Wolverine, lucky to be alive, will eventually be traded back out by Bane, and in the end, yeah, this is
Dude, they
going to
knew
fall
what they were
apart.
going
Wasn't
to
the
do
way
and they
that I thought it
still
would.
lost.
It's just off some good shooting coming through from KRX, and that split somehow overwhelming the B site. They got so much space in through middle. A three-way split. It was too much for ONSIDE to handle.
Yeah, right. Okay. And now marking on to Cloudy as well.
God, what a
He's probably gonna
disaster of
hold
a
on to
round.
this op for dear life. Meanwhile, KRX just holding all the way back to watch the spike.
The coach has to be mad.
You called it.
He seemed pretty chill in the interview.
Getting up close, it's the overdrive pop.
Like they are missing some shots and stuff like that as well. Like
trying to watch out
like that 1v3 against Young is definitely nerves. They look like they had the read on some of the Lotus stuff as well in terms of their attack.
It's a tough site to hold.
Wait, no, in terms of their defense. Yeah, in terms of their defense because they were stacking.
I can't believe that that's how this was done.
But I agree. He should be like a little annoyed, but
through the timeout, then
I don't know if your team just crumbles because they're inexperienced.
To be able to put that one together.
That is just something that happens.
So still some, I don't know, like slight shaky nerves from ONSIDE.
They're definitely nervous.
Trying his best to try to
Malzu, thank you so much as well.
Appreciate
the 5 months. Thank you.
That shot. And again, like Siesta is like one of those guys who are just trying to.
What are you doing at the gym today?
Let go, like he just wants to be unleashed.
I did not get the knee on there. Dude, even Ray should be winning his duel there in main here.
That cannot feel good.
They lose quite a few duels.
It hasn't quite been the, you know, for all the little pre-show contents that we did with Morgan and Philly.
Just being in a different situation.
He's not him right now, bro.
It's literally all mental. It's just being in a different situation feels weird. You're on a different setup. That feels weird as well. You're not used to it. Got a crowd. You're thinking about so much different things as well. You're thinking about, like, normally you don't think about all the numbers and like the eyes that are on you, but because you actually have a crowd, you are.
Oh my god! If it's
when you whiff and stuff, you're like worried of how you're gonna look, which then means that your brain's not fully focusing on actually just hitting the shot.
Kind of dismantling or working against double duelist comps with their own.
QWERTY with the prime boost of the 4 months.
Kind of style too. So it's definitely not a position that
especially if you're winning in scrims against them as well. Right from the UK, what's up?
Relatively close. It's not all doom and gloom yet, but they need to really start to put things together. They have the economy, they have the funds.
Yeah, I feel bad for them at the moment. It's still winnable, but they're just losing so many rounds they shouldn't.
He's going down tiles.
Dude, he's going down mid.
Not something that KRX have seen so far, but doesn't amount to anything in the end as he's spotted and forced to back out.
Okay. So KRX reconsider.
Find the trip top mid. They just seen that they re-clear over towards A. It's an easy call. You do a 4-1 over towards A right now. Breaking this drone is going to be nice. He should always break that drone there, personally. Unless he's going to try to take a timing in middle.
KRX just waiting patiently. Again, we saw them do that a little bit on Lotus, playing a little bit of a slower style. Giving time for, in this case, Young to work. Sets himself up in the corner in mid.
Drone goes out, flash on top of it, neon send. Flash on top of it, neon send. Hello?
Player that's holding forward. Paranoia doesn't quite manage to land onto Ray, and his own, again, slowing KRX down. I think this will still be a pivot back in through mid. That's why they've taken that mid control.
Sure. They still have the camera over towards B, so they can pivot.
Would be another attempt at a B split, but this time it starts much better for ONSIDE. Hermes landing that opening connection.
Oh, it's a great shot. Nah, dude, again, they missed so many shots. How's he allowed to get another one here?
On Sunset, looking for the third, will be brought down to heel by Siesta. But that's still not enough to hold on to this round just yet for ONSIDE.
Oh my god, it's on his head.
Open, Spike needs to cross. Wolverine says no.
Damn, nice, good recovery. God, I was worried they're going to lose this hit because of another Angel. A bit devastating. Weird call from DRX, really. It looked like they had kind of owned it.
Maybe a
but
bit
then this guy played it so differently. Like Young played it so differently to I thought.
Allowed for Wolverine to jump on the ledge there. Young definitely still popping off, but for all his efforts, like this comes down to
I would have preferred Young to go out, shoot the drone, then them just take A.
Kind of unfortunate,
so then they know there's a bit of mid pressure. A's gonna be weak because they re-cleared it. You could just go fast.
So still close.
And then he can either late luck or join his team.
The little change still pays off, and now with that, trying to commandeer things still. They were pushing all the way down tiles.
Does this trip get anything? It's a nice aggro on mid with a Yora rotate so Yora can get her in time.
No connection this time around, but this time again, Wolverine from a similar position.
Yeah, dude, this is, you know that round I was talking about where they like smoked themselves off? Like this smoke sometimes gives you so much space, and the fact that you can tuck in is so nice.
Not cleanly, at least. Hyunmin is the sole survivor at the end of the melee.
Time to jump.
He has 3 to deal with. Spike as well to be retrieved. He's just going to have to try to throw caution to the wind, but Wolverine puts him down.
Good back-to-back round.
6-5 ONSIDE for the first time
Last round
in this series, feel like maybe they're starting to get on top of KRX.
My guy said Weapon X.
Truly could be.
It's unlucky with that wall there.
Perhaps a 7-5. Not sure what the economy is going to be. Probably not too good for KRX on the next at Wolverine. More of the collected presence. Yeah, it's all light shields, and okay, Hermie's still sticking on to the operator for now. But it's always been this mid-crunch that they've been trying to work off of now. They're doing it again! KRX wants to get an advanced position on towards B.
Slow and steady for a moment so much KRX, running. But they're going to eventually pull that trigger as the dimensional drift does start to run out.
Respect.
Yong, once again, just lurking around in middle, but this time not having any success.
The weird Yoru ult from this guy.
Hermes running around on the site as well,
like,
trying to figure out
nothing
what's
they can
going
do
on
off of
here
it.
with regard to KRX's setup, but onside, well situated here for a retake. 5 on 4. Big crossfire here though for Freeing and Hyunmin, and those are two players that are going to hit their shots if you give them the chance. So onside need to make this one clean. Smokes up to try to delay a little bit longer. Marco spamming through it, will grab himself one, and Hyunmin fighting as well. KRX looking good for the hold this time around, and
about
completely ignored behind this smoke.
Gets all the info,
required.
And then
that is a clean
they like chill for 10
KRX
seconds. They no longer have any info.
At 6-6. And I don't know how either team is necessarily going to be feeling about that going into the second half.
I don't even know who should be happy with this, to be honest. I feel like the KRX maybe should be happy.
And that's the thing, Jordan. Again, I mean, both teams walking into this one a little bit blind because they don't know what the what
you like the Yoru or the Sage comp?
KRX
I was pretty sold with the Sage comp, man, but the more I watch the Yoru comp, I'm like,
well, in terms of macro,
might be better. I think people don't pop top mid enough with the Sage comp though. The whole thing about the Sage comp is you win most of your rounds on attack with Sage wall top mid. It's a nightmare to play against.
Just makes it that much more
difficult
difficult
like
for
forgot about it.
ONSIDE to try to walk their way out of Boba and onto the spike. So
the Yoru on defense looks so good. We do see some strong
holds coming out from ONSIDE. Wolverine, namely, with those 2 big multi-kill rounds. But you're gonna need a hell lot more than that just to be able to close out this map, buddy.
Did you play the Sage comp properly?
It's not too bad. Defense with a 6-6. Okay, it's not 6-7, ladies. Calm down.
But still, in my opinion, on defense, you set up the chamber on A. You Sage slow and then you rotate. And then you have the... I like to have double blockers at the beginning on A. But everyone plays the Sage over towards B so that people can't go fast in reaction.
I imagine
ONSIDE I think
a bit more pressure.
I don't know. Everyone plays it so weird.
Down by a map.
And then on attack, you do loads of mid splits. In my opinion, you're meant to play double blockers here.
6-6. You know what the
Sage at the beginning slows, set up the chamber, then you can kind of rotate.
7-6.
Like I would then, in an ideal world, give my Sage over towards here.
Let's go ONSIDE. I'm rooting for
and the others just hold back a site if they do fast hit.
All 5 on the attack. We want to see Siesta let it rip.
Because I think Sage slows top middle as well is like the one, but
just not wanting to let either team have any open lanes. But KRX have their own
might have to be a 5v5 retake on this one. Flash goes through middle, camera spots 3.
The entire A side open.
Bane's going for a hero play.
Siesta making his way into the A site and feeling pretty good about it. Down to 64 HP, but he's got that space.
This guy needs to break the trip.
And so the plant relatively easy for ONSIDE here.
Yeah, just playing forward enough to force ONSIDE to
break the trip. You know that they're going to do some reactive stun on them.
Forward. Hyunmin, as always, sharp with it. Gets the better of Hermes, so that's
big 1v1 for Mako.
For the moment, Cloudy can't do much more than just the one. Siesta's on the line as well. And this is starting to fall apart. It's just Ray left alive. Free him. You didn't spot him inside of that dark cover.
Kind of winnable.
He's ticking away pretty nicely. Yong's going to try and force out attack. Can Ray do what Yong did earlier? Down to 20 HP. The answer will be no. And
not that that would have mattered too much. I think they're in trouble.
That is cool. That is cool. Okay, well, shenanigans aside, it still is just incredibly intelligent from KRX. They stick around far enough to force ONSIDE to spend utility to get into sight, to fight for some of these spaces, set the smokes up, and as ONSIDE start to swing out towards the back of CT, like, KRX recognize that, They are holding on to their own utility to take advantageous duels. Hyunmin with the flash, the blind side. It makes it tough for ONSIDE to hold a lot of the spaces that they're going for. So the fight ultimately ends up in the hands of KRX, who now have economy as well. So with the best scoreline ever in the world, now KRX looks to run away with it. Space being taken. This is now a lot of information as well. Mako being pressured, but he's just
unlucky though.
Yeah, well, it could have been awkward for a second.
Nah, it should have been awkward.
At least the one, freeing, having some difficulties. Will just drop his relay belt to try and slow things down, and that's enough to bring Bane into play. Again, though, 1-for-1.
Hold up.
Wolverine getting the better of Freeing. The rotate hasn't quite come through just yet for KRX.
They need something like this. Big Joe.
Wolverine, though, caught on the reload, the weapon swap. I'm not sure what that was, but that leaves Ray alone, and he's trying to isolate the duels once again. Yong on the other side of this smoke. Not like
God,
this.
They needed this.
What is with this position today?
It's just such a good way to hold around the smokes, man. I mean, Wolverine in the first half, you know, slightly different, but just playing around it, he's able to duck in and out. This one, though, in a post plant, just to mark the smoke, because you know your opponent is going to try to either position around it or push into it. And if you find the right swing, it's just so chaotic with how this entire round played out. I mean, the sprays that Freeing was trying to hold off of just ultimately gets overrun by Wolverine being able to pick up a Spectre, and now the economy gets completely flipped. ONSIDE looking to hit the weaker site.
Well, Young's here to answer with a few right clicks, and he does some
a little scary, by the way, 20 HP.
Was never really going to get more than maybe just the one kill there. Will be the B site taken for ONSIDE, and once again, can look to try and start dictating this game a little bit.
This is so cool. Siesta's just creating so much space for his team. It's impacted him not in terms of kills. And now he's holding the crossfire. The whole team with Outlaws, they're looking to build up out points. KRX with flashes, though, always got to watch out for those.
Damn,
Ray 4, we'll take it, Ray 4.
Look at Ray go.
In this case, Ray 4K.
It's
an easy 4K.
The good news about this is on Lotus they had an attack Omen ult strat.
I can't believe Ray's just done that.
So for a bonus, surely.
Inside of the smoke, I mean, I thought maybe like Hyunmin with a flash would have gone through. But he gets one like right at the end of the magazine as well.
Give me an Omen ult strat.
KRX.
Hyunmin buys the op out. Feels weird for Hyunmin to buy the op though. Are they trying to set him up over towards A, even though he should be fast rotate? Yeah, they are.
Thinking about how they want to put this round together, so it's time for us to have a
double TP so that he can Omen flash this. Wall goes out. Wait, this is a nice B split right now. Damn, he shut that down.
I must wait a moment.
Nicely done. Dude, I really wish they'd use this though. I like their strat. TP, Omen flash, and then he sends it in. But it would be like so nice if like we had an Omen ult somewhere with it as well. Like I think this set strat, I think you gotta change it because you're Omen ult. Or you add in the Omen ult for a bit of info for the Neon.
By ONSIDE as well. So kind of unfortunate for them with how much they wanted to go in for that set play.
Like imagine an Omen ult either in this corner or like on top of here, so you get full info. Then you can actually get like through the choke with the 3 here. Or the Neon knows that I don't need to stun this and can save the stun for something else.
Start off with a camera for now with ONSIDE.
See, this from ONG right now is very good. Normally you can't just straight B hit like this because you're playing up against a Yoru comp, but the way they're playing the Yoru is setting up the Yoru over towards A with 1, which means the Yoru is actually kind of late to hit, which means you can get back a site. So if KRX don't start putting Yoru on rotate, ONG can do this every single round.
Hunting for a bit of information to try and maybe set Freeing up. It's actually Bane that gets the opening pick. Freeing ends up copping one
You're
from
a lunatic,
Wolverine.
mate.
Hyunmin doesn't get out of
trade
Dimensional
it.
Drift alive, but
No,
still,
mate,
the
you lost
retake
that
working in
duel.
the favor of KRX now. Slowly but surely, they're finding the entries they need.
Ray's got to save him again.
Ray and Wolverine not yet peaking.
I mean, these are the two raid
Drone
bosses so
is
far.
going to find one. Ray actually able to...
This recon is going to win him it.
Become a bit of a factor here for KRX. They have to
But
move
he's
a
not
little quicker
reconning.
than this, and they're aware that Wolverine is inside that smoke somewhere, but the defuse... Oh no!
Oh
The
my God.
perfectly timed swing from
Dude,
Mako. You've got your hat in your hand when you need a gun instead. And KRX will win the round.
Always painful. But looking at the score now, I mean, just KRX being able to take back that lead. I can't believe this is what we're witnessing, Jordan. I honestly expected a little bit more from ONSIDE, but looking at how carefree some of the executes have been on their attacking
to the
side,
tier
it's
2
just,
teams,
it feels
or
like
they
a
would get
pistol round all
messed
over
up, man.
again. They find a bit of forward space.
To be honest
they
with you,
run
but they're
away
super
with
nervous.
it. They spend
There's
some
no way they
utility
qualified
getting
looking like
inside,
this.
But KRX just holds on to theirs for
They
the
wouldn't have
retake.
qualified looking like this, to be honest with you.
Coordinated,
I would
very
imagine.
Clean, taking multiple angles on towards
They
players who are
lose.
more common positions on sites.
It's meant to be 50-50 aim jaws. What the hell is this recon?
So back to the
It's meant to be
drawing board
50-50
for
aim jaws.
ONSIDE.
It looks like
Unfortunately, at this
70-30
juncture,
aim jaws.
8-9, especially with broken economy again.
They just
as
lose them
well.
all the time.
It's Hyunmin with an op.
Oh, that's awkward for
Yeah,
Hyunmin.
it's nice though.
Stinger
They've
V
been
and that is not the kind of fight that you want.
They've been wrecking this
Enemies getting the
guy,
opener here onto the A
setting
side.
up his op over
Start
towards
to put
A.
some pressure back onto
As they won their
KRX,
last
Freeing
eco.
here in the position to do some
Oh, he shot.
damage, but everybody dying.
Whoa.
But it doesn't matter.
He
Freeing
hit
doesn't
some
care. He
bangers.
finds himself the double, looking for a big swings, doesn't work out. Bane though in a position that he could actually still do something from this.
No, mate.
Gets that headshot through onto homies. Oh,
You got a
Ray.
recon if you want to play it slow.
That was a bold reposition.
Can wait out the smoke. Has a recon too.
Oh, he doesn't know what to do.
Whoa. What?
Okay, hunting for a bit more information. Ray knows that he's kind of out in the open here. Bane, the swing comes through, and
nice.
he answers that
Ah,
call
they panicked so
perfectly.
much.
Another clutch will go the way of KRX. They're
I
up
feel
to
bad
10
for him.
now, and they are homing in on victory.
Clutch.
Oh my goodness. Yes. 1v2, Bane puts it together. I mean, that's a Rebel clutch for you right there, but also just bold with the TP. You know, it's a bit of information perhaps, but very risky if Bane just rushes straight in against him. Even if not, it gets revealed by the recon at the end. Perhaps a little bit unfortunate for Ray, but he just felt like he had to, you know, take things into his own hands there. Nonetheless, it's another one of these big rounds KRX puts together off
They
of
are not
a retake.
panicking, bro. They are making timing
And
for
it
the
might
shock.
just continue to compound up as well.
what are you
Get
talking
Hyunmin,
about?
who's clearing out, holding such a deep info line in towards B,
They're full panicking.
freeing and Mako with their own
It's
escape plans
alive.
as well.
It's a live melt in front of Rise.
It's pretty telling.
Mako going to pick up the top of the smoke. He spots all the info and just going to be one for Freeing, and happy to take the second there onto Wolverine. Freeing having such a big impact in the last couple of rounds. Doing so again here. Setting KRX
And
up
then
for a
they
very
make the
solid
call of
retake.
what was
They'll be happy
working
to
against
allow
the
ONSIDE to get the
low
plan
buy.
here.
Well, what was working on their low buys.
After that, that's where things
Try
are
to do
gonna
it on
start
a
to
gun
get
round.
awkward for ONSIDE.
Is it just an experienced diff? I think so.
Looking for a little bit of info. Siesta does just get out of dodge.
And it confirms at least that ONSIDE are still somewhere on site.
Not for long, it would seem, but you've got Yong watching this line, so if that peek comes through, he's going to be good for one at the very least. Now a flash around the corner, and ONSIDE are turned away again.
That's like pick your poison, you know, you stay on site, you have to play against the retake.
Freeing's on the move as well. And
That's
he's going
right.
to spot them as they try to exit A. It just seems like there is no way out of this site for ONSIDE, and that will indeed be the case.
Just
11
force
to
by.
8.
Force by, you
KRX
got
one step
a
closer.
Yoru ult, Sova ult. They could just do the same round, but just put
Feels
the
like
ults into it.
For everything Coach Hype said in the little interview that we had with Jen as well, we need a timeout. This has been pretty rough in this second half. A lot of post plants tossed aside because KRX just has all the util in the world.
They got a timeout. Yeah, they should definitely time out. The problem is, it's like
rounds are going to be hit.
So in this timeout, like you kind of gotta address the crumbling a little bit.
Mako, but he had that,
and like the best way to do that is just not talk about it and just go, guys, I literally don't care about losing this game. Like I don't care if we lose every single round. Just show me that you can play a little better. Just like do what you do in practice. You need to like get rid of the scaredness. Like they're all so scared to lose that they're messing up. So you need to just be like, guys, I literally don't care if we lose this. I don't want anybody to care if we lose this. Just please, just give me a Euro ult, Sova ult, and just play like you do in Prague. There's no way they look like this in Prague, man.
A little bit desperate.
I mean, you got to try something, right? Backs against the wall now, onside. Heard a lot of good things. Seen a lot of good things. I mean, maybe not quite hitting the mark here on the stage at the moment, but there's
not that many opportunities. It's at least one good sign. Force buy into, they got the judge, so the Euro ult's going to try jump on someone as the Sova ult's hitting him.
And that's it. Really? And your whole year really has been kind of hinging on this, so you have to deliver on the day, and that's where the pressure, I think, can potentially get to you. And onside right now, got to make sure that that doesn't end up being the case. Siesta. The opening kill here on debate. There might still be something to be said in this round.
Smoke's a little late.
Onside, although they have now lost Siesta,
and then they Sova ulted off of random instead of Sova ulting off of the Euro. They're still on site. Young should go ult this.
KRX have been pretty good on the retakes, and now they've got the added information coming through from Young's neural theft that should help them out. Freeing delivers another. Wolverine to try to maybe have a bit of a peek in here, see if he can bite the bullet and take the fight to KRX. No success from him so far, gets that one, but needs more than that and does get brought down by his counterpart, Yong. It is a 1v2 and there's nowhere for Hermes to go. He was stuck in the trip, and KRX are up to 12. They're on series point.
And it just keeps getting further and further away from onside. I mean, look at that. It's another sort of retake scenario, but this time with Siesta trying to open things up, he does pretty damn well with all that quick movement. It's flashy, it's fast.
Yeah, I mean, the time before the smoke is devastating though.
Because of the gate crashes. And then you look at it on the site. We didn't get into the replay, but Freeing getting the kill against Ray was quite impactful because it just opens up another angle. If not for Ray,
it's one of those where they're like, they should change. Like, he doesn't need to do this Omen TP flash because the Sova ult and the Euro ult should take away the need for the flash. He's doing the flash, which means that the smoke is late.
Trying to go fast.
And we're just swinging corners now dry before smokes is 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row that the smoke's late, or we go too early.
Does get one onto Marco off of the spot, but Young has another, so still a numbers deficit here for onside, and they haven't even really taken any space. They're going to try and get themselves back across middle with that spike quickly, but it's been spotted out, and I don't even think Cloudy knows that he's been spotted out, so he's just going to hightail it into this site, and he might get caught on the timing on that plant here by Yong, who will be happy to just walk his way out. He knows exactly where this plant is going down, and picks himself up another freebie.
Yong went a little aggro though. Had to win it on his own.
Ray does at least find the trade. Spikes down.
Hermes, mate. As soon as they hear about you.
Here from Hermes might be a difference maker. I wonder if he's been.
Have they already heard about him?
Ben's kind of watching for it, waiting for it, and he was indeed. So now it's all on the shoulders of Ray, who was the standout on map 1. But what can he really conjure here? I mean, he's going to be scanned. His information's going to be given away.
God, they got annihilated. They were so nervous. They made so many mistakes.
For KRX and for onside, a disappointing result in their first outing on the Pacific stage. But maybe this can be the catalyst for something of a recovery for KRX.